Hey, Mark, Dennis Gay here with Belize Islands Real Estate. Hope you're doing well today. Hey, listen, I just got your email and you had some questions about this lot at Secret Beach. And I know probably many of my other viewers of this channel would like more information on that lot as well. And so what I'd like to do is just answer your questions via this means. I'm going to throw this video up my YouTube channel. That way you get all the answers you're looking for. And if you decide to pass on this, then my other clients have all the information as well. So I'm making this especially for those clients who have never been to the Secret Beach area, or maybe who have been there before, but are not quite sure where everything is. And we're talking about parcels and distances and beaches and all these kind of good things. So I'm just going to take a little bit of time today and tell you about this one parcel that we have coming on the market. It is parcel number 8167. That's 8167. And I'm going to show you exactly where it's located on Google Earth and exactly where it is distance-wise from some of the key established businesses at Secret Beach, and why I think this is a pretty good deal for someone depending on what they're looking to do. All right, so first of all, I would do a share screen and I'll pull up my Google Earth overlay map. So this is the property here, parcel number 8167. If we just do a as the crow flies distance from here to the beach. So from there to the beach, it's 886 feet. All right, so 886 feet. If you build up, 2 or 3 stories, you're going to have some beautiful views of the bay. Now, as you can see from Google Earth, there is no road access to this lot yet. The closest road access that you're going to have is coming in through this direction here. So this is the main road here that leads over from the East Coast, comes over to the West Coast, that ends at Secret Beach. So right here, when it makes this turn, a person could pretty easily bust in this road to get golf cart access to that lot. Let's just see what it is as far as the distance goes. So right here at the turnoff to the lot, looking at 624 feet. All right, so that would be the distance you'd have to put in the road. And again, what I would recommend for any of you guys looking to do something like this, if you're not going to be building for a while, and road access isn't important, if you're not going to build for the next 2, 3, 4, or 5 years, many of you guys are just looking at land bank right now, then just kind of sit tight. Most likely, somebody is going to be building before you and putting in these roads. So, for example, along this path here, you have basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 property owners. And then you have all these property owners. So what you could do, and I don't have all the contact information for every property owner, but I do know quite a bit in the area. If you do want to put a road in, what we can do is contact a few of the owners that I do know, that I have their contact information, and see if they're willing to go in on something like that. It's like not going to be that expensive. But again, just looking at when exactly you're hoping to build. And by that time, what other roads have already been put in the area. All right, so let's go like this. Let's just give you some distances, and then I'll show you some websites. So to identify the lot again, so 8167, that property from Casanova Cabanas, as the crow flies, is 940 feet. All right, 940 feet. I'm going to go to their website in a bit. I'll show you exactly what that looks like. Going from the Happy Paradise Bar and Grill, you're looking at about 1,197 feet. Just switch to miles on that. So a quarter of a mile, 0.23 miles to the Secret Beach Bar and Grill. To Maruba's, I'm going to show you that website in a minute. From Maruba's up to there, you're looking at 0.27 miles. All right, give you some more information. And then if you go up to the latest and greatest Airbnb on the north side, which is going to be up there, Casa Next to the Sea. So let's identify the lot again. And from, let's see, I think Casa Next to the Sea sits on that parcel. You are looking at 0.72 miles to the south. All right. So basically right now, this is the hub area of Secret Beach. And that lot is a quarter mile basically north of all the action. Now, if we go to the some of the websites, just to show you, give you an idea of what some of these things are that we're talking about, let's go to the Facebook page for Happy Island Beach Bar and Grill. All right, that was the one that was 0.23 miles away. So this is one of my favorite bars and grills on the entire island of Ambergris Caye. It's one of the originals. In fact, I sold the current owners of the property, these properties years ago, and they had a great vision for it, and it's turned into something just outstandingly beautiful. Some of the best swimming waters anywhere in Ambergris Caye are located right out in front of here. They got these picnic tables. There's a big water park out here now. That's really cool. And yeah, this is a lively, happening, fun place. They always got a lot of music playing. It's just a great place to hang out. Highly recommend it. Also, check out Maruba's Beach Club. That's here too as well. They have some incredible drinks, yeah, good food, good drinks, laid back vibe, some really nice music too there. So I like this place quite a bit. And also was it Casanova Cabanas? All right, so this is something we identified. So Casanova Cabanas also has beautiful swimming waters, nice sandy beach, all right here. Let me see if I can just go to the see if they have some more pictures. Yeah, you see that out there? So they got all the paddle boards. The water on the west side of the island really is stunning. I mean, it is beautiful. You can see that here. Plus, these guys keep your beach up really nice. And highly recommend you stay there. If any of you are looking at checking out Secret Beach, you want to go there on a vacation, reach out to these guys. They're just an incredible host, and they'll take good care of you. Also, Casa Next to the Sea. This is a really nice luxury private home on the north side. And again, this is the one that's about 0.72 or 0.74 miles north of that property. You can see the drone footage here. Just absolutely beautiful, incredible property. And if you're looking for something more high end to stay at, I highly recommend this place. I just take a moment to mention the utilities in and around Secret Beach. You see all the solar panels. So even on these very modern upscale homes, these are completely off grid. So they have solar panels with backup generators. They have either a well with a D-cell or a RO system for your drinking water. They have self-contained septic systems. So everything you see at Secret Beach, all of the restaurants, bars, homes, large homes, small homes, everything you see is off grid. They're probably going to be off grid for quite some time. I don't expect the utilities to reach there anytime real soon. But as the community gets built up, more and more infrastructure is put in place, I think we will see at least electricity run over to some of these parts. So what other questions did you have, Mark? So you had about, the size of the lot. Okay, the size, I looked that up on the original parcel number maps. That is 50 feet wide by 90 feet deep. So that is the size of the property. Now, many people ask, well, besides the property, the purchase price, what other costs are included? All right, so whenever you're looking at buying property in Belize, basically I have two additional costs. Number one is the closing cost, and that is the cost that a lawyer or someone like Alberto's office would charge to do all your title work, your title transfer, things like that. It's typically about 2% of the purchase price. And then you're going to have your stamp tax, which is a tax paid to the Belize government. Typically, that's around 8% of the purchase price. Now, in some very, I'm not going to say it's too rare, but it's not real common. Sometimes, if you're getting a really good deal on a property, I'm talking it's obviously under market value, and then the lands department will reassess or reevaluate that stamp tax. I've never seen this done on a property where person pays fair market value. But if you're obviously getting a really good deal, for example, if you're buying a $100,000 property for 50 grand, or even 60 grand, the government's gonna take a look at that and say, you know what? We can tell by what's going on around that's worth a little bit more. So they're going to charge you stamp tax based on fair market value. Like I said, it doesn't happen often, but it does happen. So just kind of watch out for that. But I would say 90 or 95% of my deals, every time we went to the government, paid stamp tax, it's always been based on the selling price of the property, again, which is very reasonable. What it's similar to is, buying a car in many states, United States, where they're going to charge you the sales tax when you go to register that car based on the Blue Book value. They call it Blue Book value. So same basic principle. So anyways, keep that in mind. So if you're buying a property, let's say for $50,000, you're going to pay 2% closing cost, 8% stamp tax. You're looking at adding about 10% to the total cost. So it's going to be $55,000 out the door. If the lot is already held in a company, sometimes you can assume the company. If it's not, then what I would recommend oftentimes is that you form a simple company to hold ownership with. So whether that be a Belize 250 corporation, a Belize IBC, an Anguillan IBC, something like that. These companies are very simple, easy to form, not expensive, and they really offer a lot of protections and value to you as the owner. So if you want to talk more about that, we can talk about more about the specific property and how I suggest you would hold title. But yeah, that's it. As far as what you can build on it, you can build a residential home. You can build a duplex. It's big enough for that. You can build a home with a pool and a garden. You can put up any sort of small commercial enterprise. That's one of the things that is nice about Belize, is that most of the subdivisions are open zoning. Because you notice in Belize, as you drive around on Ambergris Caye, you just get in a golf cart, go into some of these local neighborhoods. They have primarily homes, residential, but then they'll have these businesses interspersed. So they'll have they could have a chicken barbecue place, or they could have a little grocery store, a cafe, or restaurant, or something like that interspersed within the neighborhood itself. So this means that for the most part, we don't have commercial aspect of an area, and then a separate residential area. It tends to be all mixed in. Like I said, there's very, very few subdivisions on Ambergris Caye that have very specific zoning. And the entire area up here of Ambergris Bay, Secret Beach, Palmyra Woods, Grand Belizean Estates, all these, they're completely open zoning. But what you will hear realtors, even I do it myself, we might specify, or we might say that, hey, this would make a good commercial property. For example, anything located on a main road, I would say, has commercial value because of the high traffic. But in reality, it's commercial or residential or a mix of the two. So you can build whatever you want on here. You can build a home out of wood. You can do one of these Mennonite homes, these Belizean hardwood homes. You can go with concrete. And if you're looking to build in the near future, we have a list of builders that you can contact. Again, that's all on your own. You can contact them. You can also work with Israel. Israel is in a position where he can help to oversee your build. He offers that as a service to our clients. So for example, if you're not going to be on island during the build process, and you would like someone to take pictures and follow up with things, send you video each week, he's in a position to do that as well. In fact, I'm going to be having him take a look at my property down south, my south beachfront lot, and Steph and I want to put up a home there. We're going to be meeting with architects and builders when we're down there in January, and Israel is going to be my key go-to guy, because obviously, I'm going to be, spending my time still between Belize and Europe, and he'll be my boots on the ground guy to make sure everything's going good for us. So anyway, if you have any more questions about this parcel, go ahead and let me know. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. The closing company I would recommend is Alberto at Belize Caye Investments. He handles the closings for 95% of my deals. What I like about Alberto and his team is they are very meticulous. They pay close attention to detail. And, by the time your deal closes, it's 100% guaranteed in the bag. And there are, you're very solid and secure with that purchase. So I entrust him with all my personal funds, my personal purchases. Everything goes through his office, and I highly recommend him to all my clients. So yeah, there we go. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, just let me know, and we'll go from there. Talk to you soon. Have a great Saturday. Cheers.